The Nobel Prize is one of the world's most significant events, drawing attention from people across the globe each year. On December 10th, Stockholm honors outstanding achievements in science, literature, and the pursuit of peace, and the evening itself is not only a celebration of scientific excellence, but also a dazzling royal occasion. The Swedish royal family, led by King Carl XVI Gustaf and Queen Sylvia, attends the ceremony each year in all their splendor. Queen Sylvia never fails to grace this event with her stunning gowns and historical jewels, each piece rich with its own story. As we approach the 2024 Nobel Prize ceremony, I invite you to revisit her looks from the past 10 years. Let's recall the Queen's most exquisite jewels, her iconic tiaras, and remarkable sets, and try to decide which of her ensembles has been the most memorable. Before we begin, please support my channel by clicking the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you! I want to start with her look from 2008, a personal favorite of mine, even though it technically falls outside the last 10 years. At the 2008 Nobel Prize ceremony, Queen Sylvia showcased one of the rarest and oldest sets in the royal collection, the Russian pink topaz parure. This magnificent set, which includes a necklace, a large brooch, a smaller oval brooch, and 2 detachable pendants that can also be worn as earrings, originates from Russia in the early 19th century. It originally belonged to Grand Duchess Maria Pavlovna, daughter of Russian Emperor Paul I. The journey of these topazes brought them into the Swedish royal family through dynastic marriages. Upon Maria Pavlovna's death in 1859, the set passed to her daughter, Princess Augusta of Saxe-Weimar-Eisenach, who later became the first German empress. Augusta bequeathed the parure to her daughter, Grand Duchess Louise of Baden, who in turn passed it to her daughter, Victoria of Baden, Queen of Sweden. Victoria later placed the set in the Swedish Royal Jewelry Foundation to ensure its preservation for future generations. Since then, the parure has been worn by several members of the Swedish royal family, most notably by Queen Sylvia, who continues to wear it at important royal events. You can also find a dedicated video on my channel that dives deeper into the history of this unique set. During the 2008 Nobel Prize ceremony, Queen Sylvia paired the Russian pink topaz parure with the elegant Connaught tiara, one of the most delicate and romantic pieces in the Swedish royal collection. This diamond tiara, featuring pear-shaped pendants, was given to Princess Margaret of Connaught as a wedding gift by her parents, the Duke and Duchess of Connaught, in 1905. The tiara, which has passed through several generations, is associated with King Carl XVI Gustaf's mother, Princess Sibylla, and is sometimes referred to as the Sibylla tiara. Today, it belongs to King Carl XVI Gustaf, and his wife Queen Sylvia frequently chooses it for special occasions. Completing the ensemble were the royal regalia, the Order of the Seraphim. At the 2013 Nobel ceremony, Queen Sylvia donned Queen Sophia's diamond tiara, often referred to as the 9-prong tiara. This impressive 19th century piece was crafted for Queen Sophia, featuring a mix of strict diamond scrolls with striking rays, reminiscent of the sun rising over the waters of Stockholm. The tiara is adorned with large diamonds, each surrounded by 3 smaller stones, creating the distinctive spiked effect. The tiara was complemented by a floral diamond brooch from the Braganza parure. This brooch, resembling a wild rose, was crafted with exquisite pavé work and features a prominent diamond at its center. The origins of the set trace back to the Brazilian royal family, with the jewelry becoming part of the Swedish collection through dynastic marriages. Queen Sylvia also chose diamond floral earrings and a necklace with a pendant. At the 2014 Nobel ceremony, Queen Sylvia appeared in an elegant ensemble, completing her look with jewels from the Leuchtenberg sapphire parure, one of the most precious royal sets in Sweden. Created in France in 1806 for Princess Augusta of Bavaria, the parure was a wedding gift from Napoleon in honor of her marriage to Eugene de Beauharnais. The set includes a tiara with large sapphires, a necklace, earrings, and a brooch. The set made its way to Sweden thanks to Augusta's daughter Josephine, who married Swedish Prince Oscar. Since then, the sapphires have been passed down through generations until they were bequeathed to the Royal Foundation in the 20th century. This ensures that the jewels will always remain part of the Swedish royal collection and cannot be sold or passed to other families. At the 2014 Nobel ceremony, this grand sapphire parure paired perfectly with her blue satin gown. The Queen selected the tiara, necklace, earrings, and brooch from the set, adding an aristocratic brilliance and refinement to her appearance. The ensemble's elegance was further enhanced by the Order of the Seraphim, whose sash was neatly fastened with a small diamond brooch. At the 2015 Nobel Prize ceremony, Queen Sylvia once again chose the famous Queen Sophia's diamond tiara, also known as the nine-prong tiara. This bold and striking accessory has become her regular choice for the Nobel ceremony, and in 2015, it sparkled on her once again. For this appearance, the Queen also wore a diamond Riviere necklace with a round diamond pendant, diamond earrings, and a small brooch featuring diamonds and a ruby. Completing the look was a red gown and the royal regalia, the Order of the Seraphim, with the sash fastened by a miniature diamond brooch. At the 2016 Nobel banquet, Queen Sylvia appeared in one of the most famous Swedish royal sets, the Leuchtenberg Sapphire Parure. This year, Sylvia chose the tiara from the set, adorned with large sapphires, as a perfect complement to her look. The tiara was accompanied by other pieces from the set: sapphire earrings, a necklace, and a large sapphire brooch. The ensemble was completed by the Order of the Seraphim and a deep blue sequined gown. At the 2017 Nobel ceremony, Queen Sylvia chose Queen Sophia's tiara. This striking diamond accessory, which she often wears for the Nobel Prize, requires particular skill to wear due to its considerable weight and sharp design. In some photos from that evening, you can see that the tiara shifted slightly on Sylvia's head. For this look, the Queen selected jewelry from the Brazilian set, also known as the Braganza Parure. This included large pear-shaped diamond earrings and a delicate floral motif brooch. At the 2018 Nobel Prize ceremony, Queen Sylvia opted for a classic look, once again choosing Queen Sophia's diamond tiara for the event. Although this tiara frequently appears at the Nobel Prize, it was unusual for Queen Sylvia to choose it 2 years in a row, as she typically alternates her tiaras. Alongside the tiara, the Queen wore the unique Vasa diamond earrings, which are part of the royal heirloom diamonds, adding a classic brilliance to her look. Another significant highlight was the magnificent Bernadotte emerald set. This historical set dates back to the first king of the Bernadotte dynasty, King Charles XIV John. It includes a grand necklace, originally worn as a belt, and 2 brooches, one of which was part of a buckle. These jewels have been passed down through generations, with each element retaining a unique connection to the history of the Swedish crown. Queen Sylvia often uses this set for major events. For the 2018 Nobel Prize ceremony, she chose the necklace and a large brooch from the set, adding an elegant green touch that perfectly complemented her Queen Sophia diamond tiara. Completing the ensemble was a diamond bracelet on her right wrist and her favorite rings on her left hand. Sylvia also wore the Order of the Seraphim, Sweden's highest honor, and the Order of King Carl XVI Gustaf, set in a diamond frame on a blue ribbon. At the 2019 Nobel ceremony, Queen Sylvia chose one of the most iconic and recognizable jewels among the Swedish royal treasures, Queen Sophia's antique tiara. Queen Sylvia complemented the tiara with other diamond pieces. She selected large floral earrings and a diamond Riviere necklace composed of individual stones closely linked together. She also wore the Royal Family Order of King Carl XVI Gustaf on a blue ribbon and the Order of the Seraphim. To secure the sash of the order, she used the rare Leuchtenberg pearl and ruby brooch, which was a gift from King Oscar I to his wife Josephine of Leuchtenberg. The brooch features 5 pearls, symbolizing the couple's 5 children, making it a particularly meaningful family heirloom. For her wrists, the Queen chose the famous Cartier Love bracelet, another bracelet with a double row of diamonds, as well as delicate gold bracelets with diamond pavé. On her left hand, she wore her favorite rings, one with diamonds and another with a ruby, adding a touch of sophistication and special symbolism to her appearance. In 2020, the Nobel Prize ceremony was not held in its usual format due to the pandemic. The grand event with the royal family, evening gowns, and the traditional banquet was cancelled. Awards were presented to laureates in their home countries, and we missed the familiar splendor of royal jewels. In 2021, the Nobel Prize returned, but in a more restrained form. The ceremony took place without tiaras or white ties, and the format was significantly more modest. The traditional banquet was also not held. Nevertheless, Queen Sylvia drew public attention by choosing a blue velvet dress and vibrant earrings, combining different colored stones in each ear, and complemented her look with gold bracelets, including the Cartier Love bracelet. At the 2022 Nobel Prize ceremony, Queen Sylvia appeared in one of her most striking looks, deciding to wear the amethyst set known as the Napoleonic Amethyst Parure. This stunning collection is believed to have its origins in the French imperial court. The jewels were given to Princess Augusta of Bavaria by her mother-in-law, Empress Josephine, as a wedding gift in 1806. Later, this set was brought to Sweden through Augusta's daughter, Josephine of Leuchtenberg, and became part of the royal treasury. Queen Sylvia chose the tiara from this set, which consists of a band of large, deep purple amethysts set in gold. Originally, this piece was a necklace, but early in her life as queen consort, Queen Sylvia decided to mount it on a tiara frame, adding expressiveness and emphasized elegance to her look. The look was complemented by matching amethyst earrings and a large brooch, as well as the necklace from the same set, but without the pendant. Some of the stones in this set have a slightly bluish hue, giving the jewels additional depth and dimension. The ensemble was completed with gold bracelets set with diamonds, rings, and a unique watch featuring 2 dials. At the 2023 Nobel Prize, Queen Sylvia chose one of her favorite tried-and-true looks once again. She wore Queen Sophia's tiara, a choice she has made regularly in recent years for this event. To accompany the tiara, the Queen selected pieces from the antique Russian pink topaz parure, which we have seen before. This time, Sylvia chose the earrings and a large diamond brooch from the set, adding soft pink accents to her look, which perfectly matched her pink and silver gown by George plus Errand. Completing her ensemble were a diamond necklace, her family rings, and the famous zigzag diamond bracelet, which also once belonged to Queen Victoria of Baden. Thank you for watching. Which of Queen Sylvia's looks did you like the most? And which tiaras from the Swedish royal family would you like to see at future ceremonies, whether on Queen Sylvia, Crown Princess Victoria, or Princess Madeline? Share your thoughts in the comments. It would be interesting to hear which jewels you consider the most impressive.